Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Nick, and you're listening to the weekly audio release of my novel, American Traditional. The novel is in the final steps of being published, so check out the link tree in the description to stay updated on everything. Today, we're diving into the prologue. This is a flashback, a conversation between two legends of the Grand Rapids tattoo scene, a young Silas Walsh and his contemporary, the formidable Dane Locke. It's a scene that sets the tone for everything to come. So find a comfortable spot and let's begin American Traditional. Prologue, the Old Grammar. The snow came early that year, October cold settling into Grand Rapids like a fist closing. Dane stood outside Sovereign Tattoo watching his breath cloud the air, hands in his peacoat pockets, waiting. Silas Walsh pulled up in a Chevelle, midnight cobalt, the engine loud enough to turn heads even on South Division at midnight. He killed the motor and sat there a moment, then got out. Younger than Dane by maybe 15 years, built thick through the shoulders, already carrying heavy traditional work on his forearms. Eagles and daggers, clean black, solid.
Dane.
Silas.
No handshake. They stood on the sidewalk in the lamplight, snow beginning to catch in their hair.
Your boy poached 3 of my clients.
Dane said.
Used my name to do it.
He's not my boy. Fired him yesterday.
Too late for that.
Silas nodded slowly.
What's the damage?
3 pieces. 2 custom, 1 cover-up. Told them I was raising prices, said he'd do the work for half. Used my sketches.
How much?
This isn't about money.
The wind picked up, pushing trash down the gutter. A car passed, its headlights sliding across their faces.
What's it about then?
Silas asked, though his tone said he already knew.
The grammar.
Dane said.
How it's done.
Silas looked at Sovereign's windows, dark except for the neon open sign, red script bleeding into the snow. Inside, a single desk lamp glowed at the front station. The building was pre-war brick, tall windows, clean lines, history in every mortar joint.
You want to go inside?
Silas asked.
No, this isn't church business.
They walked half a block to an alley between a closed pawn shop and a restaurant supply warehouse. The snow was coming harder now, big flakes that caught the orange glow from a security light mounted high on the brick. Dane was older, maybe 45, lean and hard, tattooed from collarbones to wrists in traditional American work that had aged into his skin like a language. Ships and roses and skulls. An eagle across his chest, wings spread throat to sternum. He'd been working South Division for 20 years. Silas was maybe 30, still building his reputation. Good hands, better attitude. Ran a small shop on the south side called Anchor and Iron with another artist, both of them trying to do it right. Traditional work, old flash, respect for the craft.
Your boy comes around again.
Dane said.
I break his hands.
He won't.
He does. You don't stop him. I come for you.
Silas held his gaze.
I fired him. Paid back the deposits he took. What else you want?
I want you to understand the rules.
I understand them.
Do you?
Dane pulled a pack of Camels from his pocket, shook one loose, lit it with a steel Zippo. The flame briefly illuminated his face, pale eyes, weathered skin, a scar through his left eyebrow.
Because it seems like every 6 months some kid opens a shop, thinks he can do whatever he wants, undercut prices, steal clients, run his mouth about the old-timers being washed up.
That's not me.
Not yet.
Dane took a drag.
But you're young, talented. Guys like you get hungry. You start thinking the rules don't apply.
I run a clean shop.
Silas said.
Traditional work. I pay my artists fair. I don't poach.
This kid worked for you.
Didn't know what he was doing until it was done.
That's on you.
Silas's jaw tightened, but he nodded.
Yeah, it is.
The snow fell between them. Somewhere a truck rumbled past on Division, its air brakes hissing.
You know why Sovereign's still standing?
Dane asked.
Because you're good.
Because it's church, neutral ground. Every artist in this city, they got beef. They don't bring it through my door. They got a dispute about territory, about rates, about somebody stepping out of line. They come to me, we settle it. They walk away knowing where they stand.
I respect that.
Respect isn't enough. You have to enforce it.
Dane dropped the cigarette, crushed it under his boot.
The old grammar, Silas. It's not rules written down somewhere. It's how we keep this from becoming chaos. You let one guy poach, pretty soon everybody's doing it. You let one shop undercut, the whole scene turns into a race to the bottom. Shit work, shit artists, scratchers in kitchens giving people hepatitis.
Silas stood there, snow accumulating on his shoulders. He was listening.
The craft matters.
Dane continued.
The lineage matters. You learned from somebody who learned from somebody. The flash on your walls, that's vocabulary. Traditional work, it's got meaning.
I know what the flash means.
Then you know it's not about style, it's about code. And the code says you protect the craft. You enforce standards. You don't let some asshole ruin it for everybody else.
So what happens now?
Silas asked. Dane studied him, the young man's stance, his willingness to stand here in the snow and take this, his refusal to make excuses or deflect.
Now you pay attention,
Dane said.
You run your shop right. You teach your people the grammar. You make sure everyone who works for you knows this isn't just a job, it's a tradition. And if they can't respect that, you cut them loose before they become my problem.
Done.
And if you've got a territorial dispute, a question about how things work, you come to me. Not with lawyers, not with the cops. You come to Sovereign, we sit down, we settle it like men who understand what we're part of.
Silas nodded.
I see you building something at Anchor and Iron.
Dane said.
You and your partner. What's his name?
Cole.
Right, the graffiti kid who learned to tattoo.
Dane's mouth curved slightly. Not quite a smile, but close.
I've seen his new school work. Bright colors, cartoon shit. Not my style, but he's got steady hands. Respect for the process.
He's good.
So are you. That's why we're having this conversation instead of the other kind.
The wind gusted, spinning snow in small cyclones down the alley.
The other kind?
Silas asked.
The kind where I make an example.
Dane's pale eyes held no humor now.
You think I'm an old man talking about tradition because I'm romantic. I'm not. This is about survival. The craft survives because we enforce the code. And the code survives because men like me are willing to do what's necessary when someone breaks it.
And if I break it?
Then I break you.
Simple. Final. No theatrics. Silas absorbed this, then extended his hand. Dane looked at it a moment, then shook. Strong grip, brief, the kind of handshake that sealed something permanent.
One more thing.
Dane said.
Sovereign is hallowed ground. Always has been. 20 years I've kept it clean. No drugs, no gang shit, no violence past that door. Artists come there to work, to learn, to see how it's done right. You ever need a place that's neutral, you come there.
Understood.
Good.
Dane turned to walk back toward Division.
Send your boy, the one you fired. Send him a message. Tell him Dane knows his name. Tell him if he opens a shop anywhere in this city, I'll hear about it. And he doesn't want that.
I'll tell him.
Dane stopped at the alley mouth, looked back.
You'll do fine, Silas. You've got the hands for it. Just remember, the grammar isn't suggestions. It's how we keep the tradition alive. How we separate artists from scratchers, masters from hacks.
I'll remember.
Dane nodded once, then walked into the snow towards Sovereign Tattoo. The red neon sign reflected in the fresh powder on the sidewalk, bleeding light across his path. He unlocked the door, stepped inside, and pulled it shut behind him. Silas stood in the alley another moment, snow gathering on his head and shoulders, his breath clouding white. Then he walked back to the Chevelle, got in, started the engine, sat there letting it warm while he thought about what had just happened. Not a fight, not a negotiation. Something else, a transmission of code. He pulled out onto South Division and drove south toward Anchor and Iron, where Cole was probably still working late, finishing a piece on some kid's forearm. Bright colors and clean lines, new school flash that looked nothing like Dane's traditional work, but came from the same grammar, the same understanding. This craft matters. These rules protect it. Break them at your cost. Silas drove through the empty streets, the snow falling heavier now, covering everything clean and white. By morning, the city would be transformed, all the dirt and grime hidden under a fresh layer. But underneath, it was all still there. The history, the scars, the permanent marks that couldn't be erased, only covered, only added to, like ink and skin. The Chevelle's tail lights disappeared into the snow, and Sovereign Tattoo stood dark and quiet on South Division. Hallowed ground, where the code was kept, where decades later, after fire and blood and the brutal cost of redemption, broken men would gather to continue the work. But that was years away. That night there was only the snow, the cold, and two artists who understood what it meant to be part of something older than themselves. Something worth protecting.